Yes! What is up, everyone, and welcome to my always awesome preview, this time for Group C, for this first ever Winter World Cup, which includes one of the favorites to win it all, Argentina, because of a certain GOAT. Then there's Qatar's neighbors, Saudi Arabia, and then, of course, the country that I scored on, Mexico, and roll the clip. Okay, no. Don't roll the clip. All right, maybe just a little of it.
Lennon sends it in, the header, and it's into the back of the net.
No mommy's way. And finally, a team where Robert Lewandowski has to do all of the work for them to be successful, kind of like his current club, Barcelona. Also, I should mention that I'll be there in Qatar hosting all of Fox Soccer's Twitter coverage with my former US men's national team teammates DeMarcus Beasley and Sasha Kleshin. So make sure to follow me here, of course, especially on YouTube Shorts, and at Jimmy Conrad on Twitter, Insta, and TikTok to see all the internet that we're making and to see all the behind-the-scenes stuff, because this is going to be a crazy-ass trip, and I want you all to be a part of it. It's easy. And first up is Argentina, who finally won their first major international tournament with this current generation of players in last summer's Copa America, which was their first major trophy since 1993. But many aren't ready to give the title of greatest of all time to superstar Leo Messi until he wins a World Cup, much like his predecessor Diego Armando Maradona, who did it in 1986. But given that Argentina are easily the most informed team heading into this tournament, having last lost in July 2019, which is a run of 25 wins and 10 draws over the last 35 games, maybe they're due. And I promise I'm not trying to jinx them. I'm just saying they're like Hansel from Zoolander right now. They're so hot. Fun fact number 2, Saudi Arabia, who were very impressive in World Cup qualifying, only have 2 wins in their last 8 games. So that has to be a concern for their manager, Urre Renard. But given his experience, he's the only manager to have won the Africa Cup of Nations with 2 different countries, Zambia in 2013 and Ivory Coast in 2015, he's gonna have to keep his team super organized and compact like he always does, which might not be aesthetically pleasing, but it gives his team a chance in every game. And here's the evidence of that. In 13 of their last 14 games, they have either ended 1-1, 0-0, or someone gets a 1-0 win. And that is crazy. Fun fact number 3, Mexico have gotten out of the group stage in the last 7 World Cups, which is incredibly impressive, and I bow down to their consistency. But in each of those 7 World Cups, they've been knocked out in the round of 16, which is not as impressive, including 2002, where they lost to the US men's national team 2-0. However, mis amigos mexicanos, El Tri are heading into this tournament with more questions than answers. Their form has been shaky as of late, with only 2 wins in their last 7 games, and one of those wins was against Suriname, and I'm not even sure that counts. And finally, fun fact number 4, I'm not sure a team is as dependent on one player than Poland is on Robert Lewandowski. If he doesn't play well, then the team doesn't play well. And actually, now that I say that out loud, I might have to walk that back, because you could probably say that about every team in this group. Messi with Argentina, Memo Ochoa in goal for Mexico, Salem Al-Dosari for Saudi Arabia, and Lewandowski for Poland. But despite Lewandowski's almost goal-a-game average for Barcelona this season, he didn't score when Barcelona needed him most, against Bayern Munich twice in the Champions League group stages and against Real Madrid in El Clasico. So I'm just throwing that out there, that he seems to be disappearing in the biggest games this season. Anyway, with all of this information in my mind, I'm now going to name who I think will be the top scorer of the group, the real MVP from all 4 of the countries, which could be a player or a coach, and the 2 teams that will move on. So can I get a drum roll, please? My top scorer of Group C is going to be Leo Messi! And okay, fine, I'm being Captain Obvious here, but the GOAT is going to do GOAT things because he's already putting up GOAT-like numbers for PSG this season. And then when you throw in that he said that this is going to be his last World Cup, I believe the GOAT is ready. So moving on to my real MVP, you know, the unsung hero that makes the plays, that makes the difference between success and failure at the highest level. I'm going to roll with Mexico's Chucky Lozano, because even though he's only started and played all 90 minutes twice this season for the high-flying Napoli, if Mexico want to keep their incredible getting out of the group stage streak going, someone on El Tri is going to have to put their attack on their back and consistently make things happen. And I think that Chucky is listo for that responsibility. Which means, yo creo que Mexico va a ganar. Well, winning the second spot, that is. And Argentina is going to get first. But this group could get super chaotic, super fast, if Argentina drop any points in their first game against Saudi Arabia. So this whole preview has been a really long way of me saying, fasten your seatbelts, everybody, because this group could get loco. So those are my predictions for Group C. What are yours? Hit me up in the comments after you hit like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for my Group D preview dropping soon. Later.